Morning, happy campers. It's been a wonderfully soggy night and it still hasn't quite stopped raining. It keeps pretending to stop. It stops for a little while and it picks back up again. And I was literally about to get out and start drying the tent off and it just started raining. So I think everything's going to be packed away wet, which I'm not a fan of. But I'm going to get up and get myself a good cup of coffee, because while I slept well, I did keep waking up. Get me coffee and me porridge and I'll get packed up and head home. So I don't know if there's going to be much in the way of video today, because with the weather being like it is, I don't think I'm going to be recording very much. But it's been a nice trip. I've just savloned all of my bites from 2 nights ago, because there was actually very few midges here last night due to breeze and rain. Yeah, and I fell asleep early reading my book. It was about 8:20, so early to fall, not quite early to rise. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake for a little while, but I'm finally actually getting up and doing something. Looks like porridge is ready. Porridge is ready and the rain's coming down heavy again. Oh, nice thick scoopy porridge. So my plan for today is not to bother drying the tent out, there's no point. Not to bother drying the tarpaulin out, there's no point. Take everything down and head off. It's been a lovely couple of days really. As miserable as this is, there's actually something a bit exciting about sitting out under your tarp in the pouring rain in the middle of nowhere. A bit like when I was a little kid and it'd be stormy and the wind would be howling and the rain would be lashing at the windows and it'd be cold, and there I'd be sitting inside the house curled up with the fire on, staying warm. So the plan of attack, I think, will get me waterproof some. Well, I'll pack away the remaining stuff, I'll get me waterproof some, then I'll drop the tent and get that packed up, and then put everything on the bike, get everything on Tiffany and go. Well, it hasn't rained for a little while. So off come the waterproofs and off come the wet socks. How cool is that? Probably sell puppuccinos. I got my stop off. I've had a quick break. I've dried out a little. I've had a cuppa. I've had a croissant with ham and cheese. And now it's time to be going home. The roads have dried out. I've half dried out. Well, the roads have almost dried out. Don't like the look of that cloud, but I should be home in 4 hours, maybe 5. Probably have 2 more stop points on the way. One will be for fuel and one will be for tired arse. It's been an awesome trip. Didn't like getting soaked, didn't like packing away in the wet, but pitching in the rain actually. But the rain itself wasn't too much of an issue for me. A couple of things actually to come from that. One is, when I go on my big trip, I will be taking the big tent. I could ideally do with a bigger tarp, but I think I've got 3x3, and I think a 4x4 would be perfect. But aside from that, I need 2 more poles to go with the possibility of the tarp, but definitely needing a couple of poles. I really could do with some rock pegs, because the pegs that I had almost all bent. I won't be spending a fortune on the titanium ones, but the little V pegs, they seem to come in various price ranges, and everybody who's used them seems to like them regardless of the price range. And to cap it off, a brolly for when I need to be somewhere.
walk away from the tent or wherever I need to be, and it's absolutely hammering it down with rain, then I can just pop the brolly and walk there without getting an absolute drenching. Would have liked to have come across Norley on the way up here or down here when she was doing her UK book tour and trip around Scotland. Even just a quick stop up at the same petrol station to fill up and say, "Oh hello, I watch you on YouTube." I think I might just have a couple of minutes rest. I'll have a couple of minutes, rest the arms, rest the wrist, rest the shoulders, rest the bottom. Robbery is the name of the game today. Daylight robbery. It's robbery and it's done in daylight. Enough with the drama. I was just looking forward to my chicken tenders in a baguette. Tiffany got her lovely premium and I spotted some chicken tenders in a baguette and I thought, yes, wash them down with a nice bottle of juice and a bag of Space Raiders. So I grabbed them, paid and ran, found myself somewhere to sit, and lo and behold, it's not chicken tenders, it's a hot dog. Oh. At least the Space Raiders didn't let me down. You can never be let down with Space Raiders. Although aren't Space Raiders now inflation indicator like Freddo's? Space Raiders used to be 10p a bag. Freddo's used to be 5p. Don't know what Freddo's are now, but Space Raiders 50 pence for a bag of Space Raiders. Oh! And I've had word from my good lady. The rain started down there. Oh, humph. I don't want to have to put my waterproofs back on. So I'm hoping it at least hold off until I'm home or nearly home. England never lets me down. There's the rain over in England, and there's not quite sun, but brighter skies over Scotland. Well, I did promise viewers with some twisty-turny roads, so despite this bit of rain, oh, they can have it.